A quick thank you to Bamix, Denali, and Hexflame for supporting me on Coffee. Heyo everyone, Misha B. Barkin here. Thanks for tuning in after the sudden 2-week break. Sorry about me tagging on the second week. I took off the first week because of my birthday, and I went and got my first COVID shot, and whew, it kinda kicked my ass. Turns out dogs have to get vaccinated too. I did nothing productive in any facet of my life from Tuesday to Thursday. I was just so tired. No amount of sleep felt like enough. But anyways, I'm back, I'm a year older, and it was really nice to take a break and relax for a week. That being said, I'm more than excited to be making videos again, so without further ado, let's dive in. Actually, one more quick note. My second shot's on May 11th, so I'm probably gonna take that week off as well. The first shot's hella messed with me, and apparently the second shot's worse, so yeah. Today's episode is the Protogen. Protogens don't exist. Half kidding, obviously protogens aren't real per se, but they are a created species within the furry community, combining anthropomorphic and technological components into one being. Protogens are a free species based off the close species, the primogen. There are slight differences and variations, as shown in this graphic below. And now, to introduce today's guest, Toby Larone. Toby Larone is a fellow content creator here on YouTube who reached out to me and asked if I had an episode on protogens already, which I didn't, so this was perfect. They're just starting out and have under 100 subs, which is absolutely a crime. Go sub to them right now. They only have 5 videos so far, but all of them are really good, and they each have their own appeal. Toby also has a big project planned for this summer, that's all I'll say, but you should sub to them so you can see it. Also, their name Toby Larone is based off those chocolate bars Toblerone. That's it. There wasn't a good segue for that fact. Anyway, on to the questions. What is your name and Sona?
Hello, my name is Toby, and I'm a Protogen.
How involved are you in the furry community?
In terms of involvement, I've been part of the furry community since around 2012, but I was more so less a lurker until around the end of 2020 when I decided to become more active in content creation for the fandom. Since then, I've been making furry-related videos over on my YouTube channel and streaming over on Twitch.
What made you choose this, Sona?
I've always been a huge fan of robotic characters in media, whether it be like Gur from Invader Zim, Kay from Zero Escape, or Conti from Fully Cooley. And so I had an interest in creating my own robotic character, and when Protogens came around, it seemed like a great template to start from.
How did the Sona come to be?
As many Fursonas begin, or at least I think, I took to Google for a trusty Protogen template. I tried a bunch of different color schemes, but I had no luck. So I looked at some of my favorite robotic characters for inspiration, and finally chose to use Conti's color scheme from Fully Cooley. As for the name, I've had the username Toby Larone across a bunch of different platforms before Toby even came to be, so as I was already used to the name, I thought it'd be perfect for my main Sona.
Have you ever met another fur with the same Sona?
It may just be because I'm a Protogen, so I notice them more, but it seems that Protogens are about everywhere you look. It's been cool to see this newer species grow in popularity over the years. I feel like Protogens have, in a way, opened up the furry fandom to new kinds of people who would have otherwise never joined the community.
Why do you think others would choose the Protogen as their first Sona?
I think many furries choose Protogens as their main persona for their electronic and sci-fi aesthetic. I also see Protogens as a great and common entry persona, if you know what I mean. Protogens seem to have some sort of appeal and appreciation outside of the fandom itself, due to its intersection with robotics and other aspects of nerd culture.
Any fun facts about the species you chose?
Protogens actually have some really interesting anatomical features. One of my favorite things about Protogens is that we have detachable tails. Toby has a short nub tail right now, but I could change it to basically whatever I wanted, from a long tail to an aquatic tail with fins. Protogens' visors are also really interesting too. They're made out of this special nanite matter, allowing them to change shape, which let Protogens open their mouths and consume food.
If you could choose a different species to be your primary Fursona, what would it be and why?
I have a history of being quite indecisive. I've had a bunch of different primary Fursonas in the past, but Toby's actually been like the most solid one so far, so I'm pretty happy with Toby right now, but if I did have to change, all of my past Sonas have been canines, so it would probably be some type of dog. I'm a big fan of Border Collies, Chow Chows, and Shibas, so I would probably pick one of those.
Is your Fursona a reflection of you, or do they have a separate personality?
I guess I would say Toby is more of an extension of me as opposed to a reflection. Toby is basically me dialed up a few notches, with some added silliness for sure. I also can't neglect to mention how Toby sort of broke me out of my shell in the fandom. I hope I don't sound too cheesy, but Toby in a way was a catalyst for my own personal growth and self-expression as well. So yes, there's definitely some of me in there, but Toby takes it to the next level, if that makes sense.
Is your Sona species popular or not within the community? Why do you think that is?
As of right now, Protogens seem to be quite popular. The species has surely cemented itself into the fandom, which I believe primarily came from how the species has allowed for further creations and developments within the fandom itself. Fursuit makers have really been pushing the boundaries of what a fursuit can be by making these absolutely stunning Protogen suits with advanced electronics and all these lights and doohickeys and stuff. It's been really exciting to see. Various new Protogen content creators have also been contributing to the fandom recently, which has been awesome. And the species has created an entire subculture within the fandom itself. It's been amazing to witness.
Does your Sona have any special gimmicks or quirks that make them unique?
Oh, most definitely. I think my name may give this one away. Toby Larone is just the Toblerone candy bar with an added Y to complete the name. I also, of course, made Toby obsessed with Toblerones, so I without a doubt have gotten art with Toby and his precious, weirdly shaped candy.
Any last things you'd like to mention?
I guess I'd just like to say thank you so much for having me on. The series has been so fun and informative. I feel like I learned so much about a person through these videos, so it's been an absolute privilege to be a part of this series. Seriously, keep doing you and making awesome content. See ya! Thanks so much for watching, everybody!
Thanks, Toby. A link to his YouTube page will be provided in the description below. So we're to the end of the video, and once again I apologize for disappearing for like 2 weeks. This has been the longest I've been gone since I started continuously posting back in August of 2020, and I'm keen to not let it happen again. I haven't felt the most connected with the community as of late, but I'm hoping to change that going forward. Lastly, I still have slots open for Fursonas in Depth in October, November, and December, so if you would like to be a part of this project, be sure to reach out. Anyways, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!